I know that it goes both ways. A lot of back and forth on this, and it was a lot, right? But also it's like if someone just wants to do it, you know, like
Went from yes we can and yes we did to oh my God, what the hell happened? If we don't speak up, who will? We can't allow fascism to take root like a seed and grow to the point where it is too late to intervene, too late to make a difference. The time is now. Congress and the president should be working for us. They're supposed to be working for us. We aren't alarmist. We are human. And all we ask is to be treated with care and respect. We want a more perfect union, not the divided states of America. If you want domestic tranquility, give us general welfare and the blessings of liberty promised to us in the U.S. Constitution. In the name of humanity, we refuse to accept a fascist America, so we must strive for a better one. Congress should work for us.
Yeah!
Should work for us.
Congress should work for us!
Congress should work for us. Thank you.
That's right. And what are we going to see tonight? I think Carlos had it right. They should be walking out in unison and booing the minute he opens his mouth, but I'm not holding my breath. That's right. You know, something that we hear a lot is that, well, the majority of people voted for Trump, so what are you going to do? And now, I think most of you here realize that that's not even true. Another lie. It was no landslide. He got a bare plurality of the people who actually voted, right? And that was a minority of the population. So no, the majority of people in this country did not vote for him, besides the fact that he certainly doesn't represent their interests. But then we know Trump is a liar. And we shouldn't forget that Hitler was elected too. He was elected through the normal process of German democracy at that time. Should the German people have just sat back and said, well, he got elected, what can we do? Oh, hell no. No. And the world paid the price because they did, didn't it? So we cannot allow that misunderstanding to go unchallenged. Hitler's Third Reich was totally illegitimate. Am I right?
Yeah.
Trump's MAGA fascism is totally illegitimate.
And weird.
Rounding up our immigrant neighbors and friends is...
So I want to take a minute on the quote I just read and its meaning. First, Hitler, like Trump, did not come to power through a coup. He came into power through the legitimate legal channels. But no decent person looks back on Nazi Germany and said the people there should have accepted that as legitimate. And just like we should not accept it today, no election, fair or fraudulent, can legitimize fascism. Second, in Nazi Germany, the atrocities did not happen all at once. They escalated over time. But what set the stage for all the horrors that came was the systematic trampling of basic rights and norms and principles that had previously existed. What set the stage for the Holocaust was that first the Nazis turned the courts, the laws, the legislatures, the media, the culture, the education system, and everything else into part of the fascist machinery. And we see exactly this process playing out today. It is Trump breaking all precedent and trampling the separation of powers with more than 300 executive orders in his first 30 days. It is Trump purging officers and others within the military, the FBI, the federal government, whole agencies who are not loyal to his fascist decrees. It is Trump hand-picking which press have access to the White House. It is Trump pardoning the January 6th insurrectionists. And it is Trump tweeting, as he did this morning, that any students who engage in protests should be imprisoned and deported from this country. All this and more is in the service of a fascist program today that is white supremacy at its heart, that has the enslavement of women, the erasure of trans people at its heart, that is genocidally xenophobic and opposed to the people of the world. And today, the fascism of Trump is even more dangerous than the fascism of Hitler. Yes, I mean that. Because this fascism is coming to power in the only and the sole, actually not more anymore the only, but this fascism is coming to power in the most powerful and dangerous militarized imperialist empire that has ever existed. And this fascism is coming to power at a time of global climate tipping point and when nuclear armed powers are at each other's throats. This fascism imperils the future of humanity.
Yeah.